Hey guys, this is just one guy, and I'm back here with my Mistborn project. And I know I haven't been updating it for a while, but that's just because I've been working on this level design, and I just wanted to show you some of the problems I was having. Now, so far, it's pretty much the same. I just did a little bit of work on it. Every day, I try to work on it for at least an hour, just so I can keep up with it and not get overwhelmed. Uh, in the beginning, a lot of the issues came from I just couldn't figure out what Mistborn would look like. But now that I've generally got a style, I built this little castle. This stairway took forever, and it still doesn't work right. It's just a ramp, and for some reason the character cannot walk up it. So, but a lot of the problems I was having after I built this castle was the texturing, and this is the texturing I finally decided to go with. These nice bricks, they're darkened, and I think they really fit the style more. So now I just got to replace the whole castle with these bricks right here. And originally you could see the floor is made of the same brick, and you can see that it's either too bright or the specular highlights or whatever are too much. But I got it just right on the wall, and I decided to texture the whole place in that. Probably going to do the outside too. Uh, you can see how I had it before. The original design I had with these little stone doors and these giant bricks right here. And even though I built all the rooms out in this castle, I had to retexture it. As you can see, the textures are too stretched out and everything like that. And one of the problems that occurred, well, one of the many problems that occurred that I gotta fix right now is if you go and look at this door right here, it's supposed to be a wooden door, but since I switched the texture on it, it's now a brick door, which I'll have to fix. And of course you can see it keeps tripping over the floor. I don't know why. I think that's something to do with the way the character falls or whatever. So I have to fix that too. But just to show you how far this has come, this is what the texture looked like before. Just go back. This is what the original texture looked like on the game objects. On the outside, I think I really got the castle mansion thing right, or the overall setting. And I know the mist doesn't go inside the buildings in the game. I'll fix that later on, because the mist right here is just a game object, so it can easily be turned off once you go inside. And this is what the textures are supposed to look like. You can see the door is actually wooden again. Now the problem with this is I just didn't think it fit like the style that Mistborn is supposed to be. Like these bricks right here, they look like medieval bricks. They're not even and laid out. And in the books, even though it's a medieval setting, the actual architecture is supposed to be pretty modern. Like they have a lot of flat roofed wide buildings and a lot of utilitarian buildings that are very functional. And I just don't think they would use this brick style. Not to mention it's the wrong color, because everything in Mistborn is really black and gray, and they're kind of just obsessed with that color in the whole book. And it just fit the theme better to have the black bricks. So I took the floor texture right here of these even bricks, and not actually the texture from the floor, but I'll show you right here. The occlusion texture, I took it and I just used that material on the walls, and that's how I got the bricks. And before I came up with that, this is how it looked. Yeah, let me see. I can't even do it anymore. Well, this right here. In fact, I could just turn the wall off and show you. So I had to redo all of that, And the reason I did these walls right here, well, I wanted these walls right here in the first place, was because they're a lot easier just to stack to the side, and everything's even, so I don't have to deal with stretched out textures. So that was one of the things that took me a while. Another thing that took me a ridiculous amount of time that I didn't think would is that stairway, because originally I had a winding stairway that went up that I thought looked really good, but the model of the stairway didn't have the back to it, so I couldn't put it in the middle like I wanted to, because I wanted to put winding stairways going up right here in the middle. So instead, I just used these regular stairs and then made a winding stairway right here in the back. And that took a ridiculous amount of time to figure out and come up with after trying to making. I think I got the stairs. Let me show you. Put in stairs. Actually got some floor stairs right here that would actually work pretty well. Originally, these are the stairs that I wanted. I thought they looked at it a little better and they would look good going winding around. But as you can see, they don't have a back to them, so that didn't work out. Now, if I knew how to 3D model, I could probably fix that. And I know a little bit of 3D modeling, but not enough to really go into it that deeply. Another thing I gotta fix or finish is the top layer of this right here. I haven't decided what I want to put in here. This is what I was testing out, the famous glass windows in the Mistborn series, which I really do want to put in. I just haven't found a good model to put it in yet. And when I finish with all that, I'll add little stuff like buckets and chairs and beds and everything like that. Just props to make it feel better. And this will probably be like the main city after I'm finished, because this is taking a ridiculous amount of time, more than I thought. As I said before, I'm good at programming, but not so much with the actual level design. And a lot of things I thought were going to be pretty simple turned out to be a lot more complicated. Like this is one of the areas I have to cover up, because you're not going to be able to go here. So I also have to dummy proof the whole thing. As you can see, this is why you're not supposed to go in this area. So I'll just put a flat board to cover this up, but little stuff like that just take such a long time to deal with, because you got to find all this stuff and then you got to actually find solutions for it. And most of the solutions seem like they'd be pretty simple, but they're actually not. Another thing I want to do is put a rail on that bridge up there, but this will be the main keep in the game, and then I'll fill it out with some houses around here. As you can see, I'm testing it out now. And some buildings like right here. This is actually more what I think the houses would look like in Mistborn, because the way they describe, they have kind of flat roofs. So, but I'm really happy with the outside way this keep castle thing turned out. I'll also replace the texture on these walls just to make it look a little better. And that's one of the glitches that's in the game too. If you do that little flip thing in the air, you can actually go through the walls, which is not really a big thing, but I do gotta fix it. And that just comes from the fact that that little flip straight moves you in a direction instead of pushing the actual character in a direction. It just pushes to transform. But that's what I've been up to. And that's what's been taking so long with the update on this. It's just that I'm not very good at level design, and I had to figure a lot of this stuff out. But it's coming along. but that's also why I hate level design. When I finish, I think it'll actually be a pretty good city, especially when it's populated with the people and all the lighting is done, and all the props are there. I think I really captured the style. I wish I could get those glass windows in because they're really big in the books. But as for everything else, the overall theme, I think I got it pretty well. The textures are dark and that grayish black. Another funny thing is, and this was completely by accident. I don't know if you can see it. Uh, at night, it shows a red sun, and the funny thing about that is, in the daytime, the sun is actually red, but it won't appear red because of the way Unity calculates the atmosphere and everything like that. It turns a red sun into a yellow sun, but at night, it's a completely red sun. And that's funny because I meant for that to be the moon, so it's supposed to be white, but it appears red, and I don't even think you can see the moon in Mistborn now that I think about it, because I was trying to figure out if they had a moon, but then as I thought about it more, you can't see stars, so you wouldn't be able to see the moon either. So when I finish it, I'm gonna just edit that out anyway. Well, make sure that the sun doesn't even appear at night. And I just thought that was funny because I could get the moon to appear. I mean, I could get the sun to appear red at night, but not at day. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.